Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Hunter. So in this video, I am going to show you how to remove the horn sheaths from a skull, whether it be a goat like I have here or cattle like longhorn as well. The process that we're using to remove the horn sheaths is called sweating them off. And basically we're just going to use heat to decompose. There's a little membrane in between the horn sheath and the horn core. And that kind of creates this hard suction to the horn core. So we have to break that down first before we can pull off that horn sheath. And we're just going to use the process decomposition, and I can't say that word for some reason, where we're going to break down the proteins in that membrane so it's nice and soft, and then it'll be able to slide off pretty easily. Now it might be obvious, but this process is going to work better during the warmer months of the year just because we are using the natural heat to create kind of a warm environment. And I've got a black tote that seems to work pretty well with me, keeps the flies out and gets nice and hot inside of there. You can use just black trash bags, especially if you're working with a larger skull, something like a longhorn. You can just wrap up the horns individually. You would want to put some water in there just to keep it nice and moist, but you can do it that way as well. This skull I'm using, goat skull, fits fine in a tote, so that's what we're going to go with. Okay, I've got a nice sunny spot. I'm gonna leave it there for a few days to let that membrane kind of decompose. And one thing to keep in mind is we don't want it to dry out, because that's not really gonna help us. So if you think it needs it, if it's really dry out, you can always add a little bit of water into the container just to keep it nice and moist in there for that membrane to break down. So give it a few days, let it sweat, and we'll see how it goes. Well, if I had an easy button, I'd push it, because that's literally all it takes to get the horn sheaths off. It is that easy. Only takes 2 to 3 days. It took 2 days for this skull, and they came off right away. So you could even pull it off sooner than that, but 2 to 3 days, that would be the expectation. A couple things really quickly. First off, do not bang on the skull like you see me doing here. It can and will damage the skull, and I am speaking from experience. Part of skull cleaning, a huge part of cleaning skulls, is the preservation of the skull itself. So we do want to use methods that are gentle on the skull, this being one of them. If you have a skull that is dried out, maybe it's a skull you found and the horn sheaths are stuck on there really well, leave a comment in this video. I will be making a video specifically on the process for dried out skulls, on how to remove the horn sheaths. It is a bit of a different process, so once I get that video out, I will post it underneath your comment specifically. That way you all can get some help there. And I did want to differentiate just again that this is the horn sheath and this is the horn core. Horn core is attached to the skull. The horn sheath is just a keratin substance, kind of like your fingernails, that goes over the horn core. Thanks again for watching, guys. I do hope this video was helpful to you. Do please consider subscribing to my channel. Got lots planned, and you guys are the best. Thanks.